Hi, my name is Nick, and for this discussion board, I decided to switch things up a little bit and talk about the video game trailer for the new Mortal Kombat reboot, Mortal Kombat 12. And to give some context about this game, it shows the start of the Mortal Kombat series, which is basically you have 12 realms, and if one realm wants to conquer another realm, they have to start Mortal Kombat, which is a series of 10 martial arts tournaments, and whoever wins a majority of those tournaments is allowed to conquer the other realm. And so, like I said, this game shows the start of the tournaments, and we see that in the trailer. At first everything's peaceful. It's idyllic countryside. Small town having a parade go through it, and then around the minute and 30 mark, all hell kind of breaks loose. A man appears through a portal, and the fighting starts. And from about the 1 minute 40 to the 2 minute and 10 mark, which is pretty much the end of all the cinematic footage in the trailer, there are six fatalities that occur on screen. And if you don't know what a fatality is, it's an extremely masochistic and specific way to kill your opponent at the end of a fight in the game. And it's something that's really exclusive to Mortal Kombat. And there were six fatalities in the span of there was like in the span of 30 seconds. So one every 5 seconds is a lot. To tie this back to lecture a little bit, we the presenter that we talked that we that the lecturer, the male lecturer who talked to us about violence in video games, he really only focused on shooting games, like violent shooter games. He didn't really touch on fighting games. And I think that's because a lot of the times fighting games, they don't get a rap for being violent. Mortal Kombat is the only series that's really caused that kind of controversy. But I think it's worth pointing out that they should be taken into account and talked about more because there was a study that I found on ResearchGate where adolescents were asked to play Mortal Kombat 1 and Mortal Kombat 2. And Mortal Kombat 1 was the less violent version of the game. And the study found that no matter which version of the game that they played, their hostility and aggression levels were way higher after playing the game, and the kids who played the more violent version had higher levels of aggression and hostility. So fighting games are definitely, just as much of a problem as shooter games, if they're as gory as Mortal Kombat is. And to tie this all up, some advice I would give to parents is definitely don't let your kids play this if they are younger than 15, 16 years old. I have seen like compilations of the fatalities from these games, and I can safely say that these are not things that 12 or 13-year-olds should be allowed to see in a video game. And, if you're one of those parents who's like, oh, well, like those studies are bogus, like it doesn't cause aggression, or like, there's errors in those studies that talk about that, it'll be fine if my kid plays it. There was a study that USA Today reported on where, they used a sample size of 17,000 kids aged 9 to 19, and they still found the same results, that these violent games are increasing your kids' hostility and aggression. So, you can say that all you want. You can say that they're bogus, but they're really not. They're following the right parameters, is what I'm trying to say.